got the saw cleared off, got the wood out, and turned on the saw, and it's not wanting to come on. The error message shows just a solid red light with no green light at all. So looking at the handy dandy book, looks like the brake needs to be replaced. I just used the saw yesterday. Didn't hit it with anything. It was still running when I, turned it off, but unfortunately now it's going to require a new brake. And Rockler and Woodcraft are a bit away, and I think that's the only places I can get a brake around here. So I'm going to need to run and get one tomorrow. I'm not sure how much they are. Last time I tripped one was probably 2018, 2019. I think they were 69, 70 bucks. Probably a couple hundred by now with inflation the way it is. But anyway, it's definitely worth it. The saw is safe. I always feel a lot safer using it. All right, so I called SawStop. Turns out that error, typically it is just replace the brake, which is what the manual said. But he said sometimes it could be the switch, which the saw is turned around now, but the switch, just the thing you flip up. It could be the switch. It's typically a 5-volt error, but he said the easiest thing to do and cheapest thing to do is just try to replace the brake. And even if it's not the brake, I'll at least have an extra once I'm done. So, quick update on the SawStop. I did run by Rockler and grab a new brake. They were 99 bucks. I think I mentioned last time I got one, they were 69, but again, that was 5-6 years ago. It was a pretty good while ago. They're 99 bucks now, but it's a piece of safety equipment, so I really don't mind paying for it as long as it's going to help keep me safe. Brought it home and installed it. Immediately the saw was working fine. I mean, you'll even notice in one of my last videos, I was cutting through some 2 1/4 inch oak and it went through it like, with no issues at all. So the saw is running perfectly now. Everything's good. Before I bought the brake, I had posted on the Facebook forum, on the SawStop forum there, just asking if anybody had seen this. And I got quite a few suggestions, so we'll just mention a few of those. Everybody said, check the paddle, check the key, make sure all that's about, I inserted, played with everything, tried to make sure it was still in the position it needed to be. A lot of questions. I tried reseating the brake, and I actually had already tried that. I reseated it. I took it out, blew out with some compressed air, really cleaned it up in there, cleaned the brake, made sure everything was good, put it back in, still nothing. So the new brake was definitely what was needed. But I did call SawStop and talk to them. And I just got to say, man, they were really great to deal with. The minute somebody answered the phone, I immediately had a knowledgeable person that knew exactly what I was talking about as I was walking through it. He pretty much told me, yeah, it's probably your brake. Anytime we see this, normally it's going to be the brake that needs to be replaced. There's a chance it could be the switch. But he said, I would go ahead and replace the brake. And again, if you don't have a spare, if nothing else, now you've got a spare brake. So that was a good first step, and it did actually fix the problem. But since I had opened a ticket with SawStop anyway, since I called them, I now had the ticket open, and I went ahead and followed their procedure to send the brake cartridge back. And I got an email just a couple of days ago that they had received the cartridge and tested it. It had failed one of their tests, so they were going to replace it free of charge. And I've already gotten the FedEx notification that the package is shipped and should be here next week. I just can't say enough good things about SawStop. Their customer service is top notch, and I deal with companies all day long in the customer service business, and it's everybody says, well, customer service is not what it used to be, and typically it's not for most companies. But I will say my experience with SawStop has been top notch. This is not sponsored. This is nothing. They've just really taken care of me, and eventually I'd like to buy a bigger saw, get one of the nicer saws, but it'll definitely be a SawStop. The safety features, they're just unmatched at this point, and the quality of the saws is great. And of course, the customer service doesn't help either. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great week. I'd love to hear your experience with SawStop. Hopefully it's been positive also, but feel free to post that in the comments. You guys have a great day.